this is a, you know, obviously a very important bill that I've sat in hearings for in Annapolis for many years. And the debate on this topic, as the debate on the minimum wage, on the living wage, on many just quality of life, economic security issues, often seems like we've heard the same concerns over and over. There's always a fear of change from people who are affected by this. And I think it's in our interest to say some things that are reassuring. The experience in other jurisdictions is that while the fear has always been there in New York City and Portland and Seattle and Connecticut and elsewhere around the country, the sky has not fallen in those jurisdictions. The economy is robust in those jurisdictions. Those are high wage, strong economies. Business is booming in those places. And there's a reason in Montgomery County why we've heard from so many, we have not heard opposition to this bill from so many of our large, well-known employers. And we've heard, where we've heard from our large, iconic employers, AT&T was in my office yesterday, we've heard, hey, we have generous sick leave policies. We just want to make sure we can continue that. And this bill doesn't impinge on our right to do that. And obviously this bill doesn't. Those companies voluntarily offer leave because it's good for business, because it gives their employees security, because it raises their morale. No employer, I think, benefits when their workers have to worry about losing their job to go to a doctor or reducing their necessary family income. And the second thing is, for employees who already have sick leave, as Mr. Reamer suggested, those of us who are lucky enough to be able to go to a doctor when we get sick or take care of our kids when they get sick, which happens a lot, I want the Montgomery public that falls into that category to know giving workers that don't have leave now that same protection benefits all of us. As Councilmember Katz mentioned, nobody wants a server to sneeze in their salad when they're at a restaurant. No one wants a sick nursing home worker caring for our elderly parents. No one wants a sick child care worker caring for my toddlers at daycare. But those workers have to go to work all the time when they're sick because they're not offered paid sick leave. We're all better off if our neighbors can go to the doctor and get well, and employers benefit by the lack of spreading disease in their workplace and the increased productivity. I think after this passes, time will show that we still have a very robust business community in Montgomery County. We'll have more protection from our workers, and we'll be much closer to reaching the ambitious public health goals that the council has set for this county. So again, thank you to the prime sponsors.
The clerk will call the roll on Bill 6014, the Earned Sick and Safe Leave Measure.
Mr. Elrich?
Yes.
Mr. Elrich votes yes. Mr. Hucker?
Yes.
Mr. Hucker votes yes. Mr. Berliner?
Yes.
Mr. Berliner votes yes. Mr. Rice?
Yes.
Mr. Rice votes yes. Mr. Reamer? Yes. Mr. Reamer votes yes. Ms. Navarro?
Yes.
Ms. Navarro votes yes. Mr. Katz?
Yes.
Mr. Katz votes yes. Ms. Florine?
Yes.
Ms. Florine votes yes. Mr. Leventhal?
Mr. Leventhal votes yes. Bill 6014 is adopted by the County Council on a unanimous vote.